Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Satnam, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. We're so excited to be here tonight with special guest Jason from Ray of Light Tarot. We're going to do mini readings tonight. We got some awesome announcements and exciting news for everybody. So yeah, I've been excited about this like all day. How about you?
Yes, me too. I'm so excited to be here. It's always fun, especially Fridays. I like doing this on Fridays for some reason. It's just adds to the fun. And it's funny because I apologize, we're a couple minutes late getting on, but it allowed me, guys, to change one of my decks. I'm going to use the Syrian Starseed Tarot tonight, which I'm really excited about. I love this deck, even though it's really hard to shuffle because it's huge. And also the Cosmic Tarot. I'm sorry, not the Cosmic Tarot, the Deviant Moon Tarot, because I feel like this full moon and the last new moon were very deviant. So Deviant Moon Tarot. Just kidding.
I like that. I have these two decks that I'm going to use tonight. I don't even remember the names. I think this one's called like the Aquarian something. It's a tarot deck, and it's got a few extra major arcana that's specific to them. And then I have this Oracle deck that is, I don't even know what it's called, but I actually really, really like it. It's very ethereal.
Both look really cool. I'm excited. And so Jai, something else we've been excited about that I think, and we'll mention it a few times throughout the broadcast, but for those of you that are, just as you're coming in, something that we've been talking about that we're really excited to do is this masterclass Jai and I are doing on Lionsgate on August 8th.
Yes.
It's rapidly approaching, right?
I know. It's coming up fast.
I know. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah, so
be so cool.
we designed this class, this master class, because both of us love the idea of helping people to navigate through energy and learning how to work energy and manipulate energy, not in a negative way, but like in a positive way. And this class was just sort of like a spontaneous idea that we both got really excited about, and it's going to be happening August 8th. And what we're going to be talking about is manifesting, but from like really cool angles, because like I know that that's a topic that like a lot of people talk about, and law of attraction and stuff like that, and it can kind of get old, but we have a pretty cool perspective on it and a way of teaching it that I think is very, very unique, and that's what makes this class special.
Right. Well, the thing is, like we all know, manifesting, it is something we're all capable, we all do every day as human beings. It's something we're innately gifted to do, but conscious, like intentional manifesting can be tricky, right? And so we all have our things that work, we find that work better for us and stuff. I mean, Oprah, I was listening to Oprah recently, and Oprah Winfrey was like, I am a powerful manifestor and I feel the same way, and she said, if you're having trouble if you're not getting something you want, it's because you're not matching the vibration of that thing you want. Well, that's all good and true, right? But that doesn't tell people how to do it. So we're going to really get into the use of certain astrology, like portal days. Portal days make it much easier to match a vibration because the energy is usually going to be higher, or at least much more accessible to the novice or the person who doesn't feel so skilled at comprehending or feeling into energy. It's just a really great time, and we're going to really get into the nitty gritty of it. And I think it's going to be so beneficial. I know it's going to be beneficial. And we're also doing this ebook that's going to be attached to it that shares some of our little interesting things and experiences and spiritual practices and tarot layouts, and I'm just super excited, guys. But we wanted to tell you, the price of the class is $111, 111, and we had a early registration that made it only $88, which some of you took advantage of. It's a really great deal. But as of July 25th, a couple of days ago, it went up to regular price, which is $111. But we decided to do something really nice and really exciting. So as of right now, during this broadcast, and for the next
24 hours.
24 hours?
Yeah.
So till midnight, basically almost midnight Saturday night, you can actually, we're going to give you a little window of opportunity to register for the original sales price of $88. So after that, all bets are off. It's going to go back and probably stay at 111. But if you want to go ahead and get on and you missed the early registration window, you have another chance to save like $23 if you register between now and tomorrow night. $88. Okay, so get on the link and go register. The link is available in my community section. I'm going to be posting it again later. Is it in the description here?
Yeah,
Ty?
It's in the description of the video.
Here,
so
of course.
It's good to go. Yeah, we're so excited about it. I think the most exciting thing for me is being able to talk about the manifestation through the laws of the universe, and like how that all works, and knowing how it works, and being basically, we're kind of teaching you how to be the hermetic alchemist, which is like a very ancient, like the magician in the tarot.
Yeah. In the tarot, it's the magician card. And that's what is the magician's big, challenge, right? In that card, he has the table with all the tools on it, right? And his challenge is to know what to do with those tools, right? Yes. And that's where we're going to come in and say, hey guys, let Jason and Jai help you with that. So, it's really exciting, and it's really something that it's a privilege. It's a real privilege to share what we've learned. And I hope some of you take the knowledge and go beyond everything we've done, because that's what the student is there for, to surpass the teacher one day. And so I know it sounds strange, but that's really what I hope. I hope to see everyone just going beyond anything and one day sharing things with me. Right. That's really the hope. And so we're here to just share where we're at, what we've learned, and how we've become what we consider to be pretty damn good manifestors. I would also I would submit to you guys that Jai and I have a really strong bond. When I met her, I asked her to mentor me, and we have a very like soul sibling type relationship. And when we do things together, there's a specific magic that it creates that is attached to it, and we want to share that.
That is a huge part of it. There's just something, it's like the two energies, the two charts coming together, the two human designs coming together. It's like really good match. So yes. Truthfully. And we both have strong Mercury ruled energy, so we can things speed up. But when we combine, the divine alchemy does create something that moves fast. And also, this is even biblical. Like, in the New Testament of the Judeo-Christian scriptures, it says, we're talking, and it's a reference to, I think, Christianity and Jesus, but it says where two or more are gathered in the name of the divine or of Jesus, then there's a magic present in that midst, or Jesus is present. I mean, it's the same idea, but what it really is about is the power is stronger where two people are co-creating something. And we're going to really be there to help you guys and to walk you through this. It's going to be an epic class. It's going to be available for replay, and the book attached to it is really it's the gift that's going to keep on giving to you as well. And we're almost done with that. I've got some more to finish this weekend, and I can't wait to share that with you guys.
really something to look forward to. For tonight, though, I feel it's a great time. I was mentioning this on my channel. I don't know if you heard, Jai. I feel it's such a good time for people to get readings, even mini readings, because everything that's happened, we're in an interesting place, astrologer. I mean, you're the astrologer, not me, but like, it's just a lot going on, right?
There's a lot. Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot. Like, I could talk about for hours about what's happening right now.
It's crazy, right?
We're moving towards a full moon in Aquarius on Tuesday. We're in the middle of a Venus retrograde that we haven't seen in our lives in the sign of Leo. We're in Leo season. We're getting close to the Lion's Gate. I mean, it's like I could just go on and on. The nodes just change signs. Like it's exciting and it's heavy at the same time, and it's
very heavy at times.
Yeah. But I feel like it's all for like it's really good that we're going through this right now. I really feel like on the other side we're gonna feel amazing.
And I want to share with everybody, I try to keep it real about what I'm going through. And I want to share with everybody, you know, it's been great for me. I feel really connected. I feel really powerful. I've been doing like a lot of things physically, like I'm working out really hard. I'm about to do a mini cleanse, like a 4-day cleanse just to get myself sort of reset. And I'm pushing through a lot. And I have had ups and downs in this energy, especially the other night. I had a weird night where I just felt really depleted.
I've had weird dreams. I actually felt that. You're telling my story.
Yeah, it's tough, right? But at the end of the day, don't you feel like you're growing in power or like in your connection?
I mean, today I felt so much more grounded than the last couple of days. The last couple of days I was having weird dreams. I was tired.
Yeah, like, what is up with the dreams?
I don't know. My dreams were weird. Like, why is that coming up, you know? But I
had a weird one too.
But it makes sense though, because with the Venus retrograde, it's like we're diving into the subconscious. You know, Venus goes, I just did the workshop, but Venus goes into the underworld and we go with her and we're transmuting our shadows. So that
big time.
Venus has to do with relationships, and what's been coming up for me is like relationships, but like people that I haven't even talked to. Like I'm having dreams about.
I expected it to be more about like the current stuff I've got going on with the current no, it's about stuff from 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It's crazy the stuff that I've been subconsciously bringing up. But it's been really cool because I can see the connective tissue, and I can also see where I've changed and grown, and I'm really proud in a way. Like I'm proud of myself. I want to share with you guys, if you are going through a lot of ups and downs, and you can be open about it, don't be afraid to share that with us in your question or gear your questions tonight toward that. I think we only have so far one person on the list?
Yeah, Valerie said she signed up. I was going to ask her where she sent her payment.
Yeah, I know. Veronica, is Veronica here? Veronica, we've got you top of the list. I got your payment sent over. And you guys, it's $33 to get a mini reading. And I think they're going to be pretty good. The readings that I've been doing, the one-on-ones have been really intense. I did a mediumship session with someone on Friday and connected to her parents that are both on the other side. And I, of course, can't share the details, but I will tell you guys, it was beautiful. It was so moving. She's been messaging me since, and we're probably going to meet again. It was just, the confirmations were like bam, 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 and it was so strong.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so don't be afraid if you have questions that include asking about, people or things on the other side. Who knows what'll come through? No guarantees, but it's worth, doesn't hurt to ask. Whatever. We're open, and we're here to help. And that's what we love to do.
I forgot to mention, I also have my Astro Dice, which I freaking love using. So, yes.
Those things are really cool. They're really cool.
Fun.
And they always confirm something or add to, they add a dimension that may be needed. I love those. So I'm pretty excited. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Valerie was talking about the Lionsgate, that she signed up for the Lionsgate class. Yes.
Oh, cool.
Awesome. Love that. Okay. So the list is pretty wide open, you guys. I recommend getting on it. Now we have one person and then it's wide open. So we're just going to go until no more people sign up. Go ahead and put up your question, Veronica or Mia. And in the meantime, I do want to say hi to everybody that's here in the chat. Hello, Mia. Hello, Peter. Hello, Jesus. He says, hello, Jason.
Oh, hey, my boy. That's Jesus. He lives in Santiago de Chile.
Oh my God.
I'm going to go visit. and we're both listen to this. We both have September Virgo birthdays, so our sun is in Virgo. We both have Cancer moons, and we both have Venus in Leo. So 3 of our 4 biggest placements are the same. So we have like a very strong, very connected, like friend. We get each other, and I'm gonna go visit him for our birthdays in September. It's gonna be a fun trip. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that is
very
super
cool.
awesome. And then welcome in Raessa is here as well. So yeah, excited. I've been thinking about this like all day, and I do feel like the energy is very potent right now for any kind of reading, like deep questions.
I feel that too, and I think it's a great time. So is Mia here, Veronica?
Yeah, she is here.
Okay.
And we're just waiting for her to put up her question.
So Veronica she's gotten mini readings off and on for quite some time. I think with both of us and on my channel at times. I finally got to do a reading for her in person recently, and that was really exciting. I was so glad to meet you, Veronica, and get to go deeper into your story. And it's been really, I hope it was as healing for you as it felt like it was, and I hope, because it was a real privilege for me, and so I'm really glad to have you here. And I know we'll be working more together going forward. I would say consider, if you haven't yet, Veronica, also doing the masterclass with Jai and myself. I think that would be a great thing to add to what you're trying to do.
Yes.
For what you're trying to do in life.
Completely. Yeah, it's fun to get to know people in person. I've been doing a lot of human design maps, and they have been so like eye-opening and amazing to even just to do it for somebody else. And then I decided to just, with every human design map, to have a 30-minute session that people can sign up for, so to go over it or any questions that they have about it. And those have been like, oh my God, people are like mind blown. Yeah, for real. Yeah.
I want to say also, that human design that you do is so accurate. It sometimes blows my mind how accurate it is. It's just beautiful. You remember Chad that took the inner child course with us?
Yes.
I don't know if you remember that the Gene Keys and human design stuff you did on him was like mind-blowingly accurate. I think he's still kind of smarting and like scratching his head how accurate it was. Very exciting.
Yeah, crazy. So I don't see your question, Mia. I wonder if you're watching in a delay. She goes, hi.
Oh, is she possibly? She might
said,
be.
Hi, my question.
If you are, guys, when you hear us, if you're delayed, you need to bring you can either log out and log back in, or at the bottom of the screen where your little red line and red dot is, you can pull it all the way to the far right so that you're caught up with the live at the moment we're at. Really cool. I also wanted to just say thank you for those of you who are here that have already registered for the masterclass. Something that I think Jai would agree with. I would recommend that you do as we're getting closer and closer to the Lionsgate portal, just to kind of be prepared and to get your energy in the right place, is guided meditations for clarity, possibly even a fire meditation. Leo season, fire energy. It's a fire sign. Also, the Lionsgate is major fire energy. I have a fire meditation. If you know me, or you want to just email, if you have we have a contact already, or if you just want to email me directly, rayoflighttarot@gmail.com. And prior to the Lionsgate portal, I'll go ahead and shoot you a link to this fire meditation. I think it would be a great preparation for the masterclass and the things you want to learn and to be receptive to. So that's just a suggestion. It's no big deal if you don't get a chance to do that, but I would say, why not set yourself up for success in the best possible way? And I would be happy to share that with you guys, for those of you who are interested.
Yes.
So who's getting on the list for a reading
Valerie
tonight?
Actually got on the list for tonight too. Okay, so here we go. Here's Valerie. The question. Here's our first question. Okay, a question about work. I recently received an offer from a job that could be life transforming, so I wonder if this is a great opportunity and if you both think I should go for it. I need to grab...
Is this Veronica?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to grab one little guidebook and I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm going to start shuffling. So Veronica, congratulations on the offer. I think that is so cool, so exciting. And I would say, listen, the good sign is, whether it's right for you or not, the fact that you're getting offers, that's a great sign of where you're at vibrationally, right?
Yes.
Regardless of what you do with
it. I felt the same thing about that. Okay. So I got this really interesting card, and I need to get the guidebook because I don't know the meaning of it, because it's a major card that is new. It's like a new card.
Oh, cool.
So look, this is what it looks like. It's like, what is that, right? Actually, it's really cool. It's got like the eye. It's got like the serpents on the bottom. There's
a lot of symmetry if you like slice it down the middle too.
Yeah. This card is called the Golden Eye of Fate. Whoa. Okay, so here is the what I'm getting from this is like, this is a portal. I feel like this is a great opportunity. I feel like this is like it almost feels like Wheel of Fortune is like the portal is opening up for you to step through, and there's a lot of creative, powerful energy coming with it, because that's what the serpents represent. But this is from the book. When we talk about destiny, some see it as a rigid system in which pathways lead to one set point. This is absolutely not true. The truth is, you have many destination points where you can achieve divine fulfillment. Let's say that your purpose is to help people. What does that look like? Well, that could look like becoming a teacher, firefighter, or even a psychic medium. So basically, without going any further, I could see what this is talking about. 100%, this is an amazing opportunity for you. And what this is talking about like reaching a destiny point, this new offering is something that will definitely take you there. Maybe it's this first step, it's a doorway. Definitely feel like there's a portal opening up for you. The other card that you got is the card of reincarnation. This is like a really cool looking card. And it says, you are here to fulfill a purpose and a lesson. What is spirit calling you to do? Okay, like to me, both of those things say yes, 100%. I'll let you show your cards, and then I'll do the astro dice at the end.
Yeah, so right off the bat, I just want to say, with the Syrian Starseed Tarot in your foundation, you have the Two of Flames, which, that's really representing choices. You have choices. You're at a point where that's a crossroads, right? It's like, which way do I go? Where do I decide to? And both options are potentially abundant and on your path. It's not like there's a wrong choice here. You also have the Star card. Beautiful. This is beautiful because it came out in both decks. It came out from my Deviant Moon deck. Also, the Star came out, so I just want to mention that.
Whoa.
Double Star. Well, what is the Star card about? It's about transformation. It's about opening yourself up to the universe, to someone, maybe another person, to whatever your calling is. And it's also about being through that vulnerability and that willingness to show who you are, transforming and becoming more powerful. I think for you, you're on a path, you're on a spiritual path. You got the Seeker of Flames card also. That's literally following your spirit.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. And you also, in the Deviant Moon, you got the Four of Wands. So that represents a gateway or an opportunity. And Judgment. So there's a lot happening here. A lot happening. This is a time you're going to experience a lot of opportunity. You're coming. Look what your recent past is. The Five of Pentacles. So this is gone. That feeling of kind of being not enough or not belonging. You're going to experience just the opposite. All the people that were in your life that maybe invoked that feeling, they're going to fall away. They're not important. And what's coming now is a sense of community, a sense of belonging, a sense of being awakened to who you are and to your purpose. And what happens when we awaken to our purpose, we find our community, we find our tribe, and we start moving in that direction. And the roll starts going faster and faster, and there's momentum that gets involved. And I'm telling you, when momentum comes into play, the manifestations just happen quicker and quicker and quicker. So I don't want to say, yes, do it, but I feel like, yes, do it. Why not? Unless there's something else that feels better, follow the momentum. But one more thing I want to add with this star energy. The star in tarot represents the sign of Aquarius, and Aquarians are nothing if they're not independent thinkers and different from they move to the beat of their own drum, and that's something you are always going to do. So if this in any way feels like conforming, then you shouldn't do it. But I don't think it does. I mean, I think it feels right in alignment with where you're trying to move, and it may be in ways you're not aware of yet, Veronica. So don't put any doubt into it that maybe is just unnecessary. This might be it might not be like, oh, this is what I think I'm supposed to be doing next, but it might be something that's showing you in a way that you don't expect or connecting you to the next thing. Okay, that's what it feels like to me. So yeah, very much, because the Four of Wands is not a destination, it's a portal, it's a gateway, it's a moving through, right? And you have this Knight of Pentacles in your foundation here leading to the Ten of Cups. And the Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, but there are wheels in this, so there is momentum, there is movement picking up and happening. So trust it, trust the feeling, trust the high vibe. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, with like this card, this is like the last of the major arcana. This is like their last card, and it's like the fate destable. It could be, well, maybe this is just something that's, not really gonna lead anywhere, or it's something that's gonna really take you somewhere amazing. And then with that,
I love that you just said that. Will you expound just a second on that, like fate versus destiny? Because I know they're not really the same thing. People think they are, right? But they're not.
No, fate. Okay, so I remember one time, there's a story I can tell for this. I was going to Kundalini teacher training, and on the way there, and it was like we had to do morning sadhana, and so we had to be there at like 5 a.m. And because before the sunrise, you have to be there because you have to be practicing as the sun rises. And I was driving there, and on the way there, there's this like giant fucking elk on the road, and I swerved, and the car went like that, and then it came back. I mean, I almost died probably, right?
That's
like
scary.
If I had rolled, I would have probably died. And somehow I didn't. And then I got to the training, and I told my teacher, I was like all like freaked out, and she was like, "It wasn't your fate." And I was like, "Oh, that's that. Now I know what that means. Fate is like something that like you don't really have a choice over at all. But destiny is something that like you move.
We participate in destiny.
Yes. Yeah.
Right exactly. On. We participate in our destiny.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, so that's what that is. So yeah, it's
I love it.
Thing. So you got Mercury, the planet of the mind, in the sign of Libra, of balance and harmony, and in the 9th house, which is spiritual integration and also expansion. So I feel like this opportunity is going to expand your mind in ways that will actually bring more balance and harmony into your life. But it's also going to it takes you out a little bit out of your comfort zone, because it will like change some belief systems. You have to like let go of old belief systems and let new belief systems in for the expansion to continue to happen. And that's just normal, natural process when you are like in something that it feels transformative, like you just mentioned. She said, "I just got chills by listening to you. Wasn't even looking for this, and it just came to me, this job opportunity." Cool. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's exciting.
Wow.
Congratulations.
And so it can be both. It can be it can be fated and also then become part of your destiny if you choose to participate and make it part of it. This is beautiful. Whatever it is, stay in that vibration. Don't let anything take you out of this true north. It's like, imagine you're a compass like and you're pointing true north, right? Stay in that. I love that, Veronica.
Yes. All right. Awesome. So next we have Valerie, and then I just saw that Lindsay also got on the list. So Lindsay after Valerie.
Cool. Yeah, get on the list, guys. If we only have Valerie and Lindsay left, we're not. Listen, we don't want to be on here all night tonight, but we set time aside. So if you want to get on the list, get on the list, man. It's a good night for it. I can feel that it's going to get you.
Yeah, and if you just came in, make sure to check out our Lionsgate Masterclass. We're doing a little special for 24 hours. Back to the early bird price of $88. The price is regularly $111, and the class is happening on August 8th, and it's going to be freaking lit. So yeah, check that out.
Take advantage.
Okay, here is Valerie's question. I've been so overwhelmed this week with all the big changes in my life. I feel like I could use some direction in my spiritual growth from spirit.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And then Lindsay says, long time no see. Good to see you both. Love it. Okay. So I pull one card from each deck, and then I do that. Say that again. What was that?
Sorry, I muted myself to shuffle. I was saying you too, Lindsay. Good to see you too.
Oh, okay. Okay. So here we go. Valerie, you actually got the 10 of pearls, which is actually the 10 of pentacles, I believe. And it has to do with long-term success, security, and generational wealth. So what this tells me, and the card, I mean, if you look at the picture, it's actually a really beautiful picture. There is obviously this like very, very important theme of family, right? You have like husband, wife, she's pregnant. They're like surrounded by these beautiful waves, and the water is like the emotional energy. So you're definitely in the middle of like the emotional wave, being overwhelmed. But this theme of family is actually a really important thing that's being activated right now for you. So family is going to be a huge support system during this time. And it is part of your like new learning of your spiritual, like it's a new experience, a spiritual experience. And then, you also got the Kundalini Rising card. It's time to embrace the unity and the chaos that is your divine spiritual awakening. So this is saying that there's both shadow and light in everything. And the new spiritual journey is literally exactly where you're at with exactly what you're doing. You just have to pay attention and like submerge yourself in it, because this is it. This is the spiritual journey.
Wow. Wow. Crazy. So on point, Jai. And Valerie, I want to say, I'm going to take that a little even further, because I see this and I relate to this, what I'm seeing here. So it's the Virgo. It's kind of like the Virgo. I call it like the Virgo curse or dilemma. As Virgos, it's like a double-edged sword, because we can get way into our head with the Mercury energy and it can really too much of our mind can be our best friend or our worst enemy, right? And I see you've got some issues going on with like too much overwhelmed energy. The Eight of Swords here, feeling a little stuck, right? Emotional, yes, but it's more coming from up here than actually the way you, like we think it's the external stuff, but it's actually the way we're processing. I would submit to you that, remember, as a Virgo, the way to shift energy as a Virgo is to do it logically and then take it into the heart space. You've got to remind yourself logically of why you should be happy, of why you should be in a high vibration, of everything good that's going on, what you need to be grateful for. And once you do that, Virgos, because we have that connection, because we are Mercury ruled energy, and we've got, just like Gemini, Jai gets it. We can, once we've convinced ourselves and done the right work up there, we can drop it into the heart and our vibe can shoot right back up. It is so
crazy you say that, because I literally just did a whole video of Mercury entering into Virgo today. Mercury is now in Virgo, and he's going to be going retrograde in Virgo. So this is like, and it's going to be going, she says she has that Virgo stellium. It's going to be passing over everything. I know, right? The face you made. But here's the thing. This is it. This is exactly what you said. This is the journey that we're like embarking on. And for you personally, is going to be really strong because you have all that Virgo in your chart. So Virgos have to get prepared to do anything.
We have to be organized right now.
Right. You got to prepare.
And
yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. Thank you for telling that story, because that's it. I see it. I feel it. I've been really noticing, because I was telling Jai before we got into this much, that I've been struggling with this energy. It's crazy astrology, and it's been great, more connected than ever, stronger than ever, but also like, there are moments where I'm like, I don't feel so happy right now. I don't feel so good. But I'm able to flip the switch now because I know the trick as a Virgo, right? Well, that's the major arcana. You've got reason. The major arcana is reason. I mean, this is really special. This is the Emperor. Okay? It's Aries energy, right? This is the Saturn? Emperor, but in this deck it's called, I'm sorry?
Is it Saturn?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Holy shit. I just pulled Saturn into Astro Dice.
Okay, well, there you have it. Listen, this is what this is about.
Oh.
This is all for you about using the gifts, using your tools, because one of the tools you were born with that Virgo energy you've got, is to transmute the energy first up here and then in here. Remember that. You've got to use your reason to override your own reason. The reason you're using you know what I'm saying? But
yes,
seriously, you've got to override your reason with your reason. Okay? Ooh. And once you do that, you're going to just vibe so high. Don't let yourself get stuck in this. Remember, you have a distinct privilege as a Mercury ruled sign, because it's not just Virgo. Gemini has it too. to be able to pull yourself into this and right back out of it. You don't have to be there. And I see here, you've got the Queen of Wands coming out. She is magic. She's fire. She's magic. She's spirit. She is a witch you don't want to F with. Let me just tell you about the Queen of Wands. If you've got this card coming out for you, I don't really want to hear it about all the this and that that's overwhelming you, because you're the one that should be overwhelming the energy. You have the power to overwhelm the energy just by snapping your fingers. You just have to step into that vortex. You've also got the Strength card, Major Arcana, coming out. Okay, this is a time of you becoming empowered, but it also is going to come through divine alchemy, through balancing, through finding the balance and learning to ride that middle ground. Adept of orbs too. So you're becoming more and more powerful at using the powers of your mind to co-create, to feel, to not drop into this, but to find that balance out here and just use them both. There's a real divine alchemy for us being ruled by Mercury between our heart space and our minds. And when we find that, oh my God, it is fire. It's fire, right? Lionsgate.
Oh my God.
I know that's a tiger, but it's Lionsgate. Trust me.
Wow, I love that. And and I pulled Saturn in the sign of Pisces in the second house. Saturn is actually in Pisces right now. I'm curious as to where your Saturn is in, Valerie, but so we're learning. Saturn is the teacher. He's like, the emperor. He's like, not necessarily, an emperor is not necessarily a teacher, but that energy of reason, that energy of like practicality, like responsibility, and the wise sage that learns because they have all this experience, and so they turn around and they know, like, oh hey, you don't want to do that, like, because that's going to happen. You want to direct your energy this way, and it does in a very practical way. It makes decisions, and he's in the realm of spirituality right now, so he's helping us to do that. And then in the second house is about values. That's the one thing that's coming out for you specifically, is what is important to you, the most important thing to you. That's your new like spiritual path. And so Saturn will help you move through this spiritual realm as you start to figure out what is really important and what is not important in my life. And you're just like resetting and realigning yourself to the new values of your life.
Yeah. And I just want to say, so here's the thing. Like, I do get what you're saying, Val, because I feel it too. We were just talking about it. Like, and it doesn't really have anything to do with what's going on in my external world. It just is everything astrologically. It's a crazy time. It is overwhelming. It is. But these cards are telling me that for you, just like for me, because the caveat that I added to that when I said how overwhelming it was for me is that I actually feel more powerful than ever, and I'm manifesting on the most, probably the highest. I'm not higher than ever before, but at my highest. I'm matching my highest. That's kind of what I see for you here. Strength. You're having the strength to do what? What is this person doing? They're creating what they want right there in this card. Adept of orbs. They're creating. So your strength now is in creating, and it's there. Like, you can do it. What do you want? You're the emperor here. What do you want? Do you want to be the emperor? Or do you want the emperor? What do you want? Decide. You can have it all. You can have it both, but you really have to zero in on that and use the moments, in that overwhelming energy, those moments where things feel really sharp and really connected. Use those. Get into those and use them.
There's one more message from this card, and it has to do with the pregnant woman, that through the support that you will get from your family, like, that's how you'll be able to like birth new things and start to be more creative. But that's the support that was missing that you're now going to have. So yeah, pretty powerful. I love that. Thank you, Valerie.
So this move is right on the point, right? You're there. Right. Your daughter's right there. This is really special.
Nice. All right. So next we have Lindsay. So go ahead and put up your question, Lindsay. The list is open if you want to get on the list. There's no one signed up after Lindsay, so just go ahead and get on it. There's a link in the description. It's $33. Send to my PayPal.
Where are you, peeps? Get on the list. It's Friday. No, you don't have to. If you want to, you should, though.
Okay. Here is the question. Lots of old attachment wounding being worked through this past month for me and / the person I'm dating. I'm curious what advice spirit and my guides have for positively moving forward with Andrew. Thank you both. Okay. Is this a new relationship? Brand new or been going on for a while? That's the first kind of clarifier that I would need. Because I do want to, it's because of the Venus retrograde. Relationships were kind of a big deal right now because of that retrograde.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And yeah, Valerie says, wonderful reading. Absolutely. Thank you both. I need this reminder today. Okay. A few months since April. Okay. So relatively new, but not that new that like you just met him. Okay. So this is what I'll say about the retrograde and relationships. For these next 40 days, you don't want to get into new relationships because what's happening right now is we are dealing with karmic things. And so what you just mentioned about old attachment wounding being worked through, I mean, this is going to get even stronger, right? And then he's a Leo too. Yeah. So it's going to be a lot. The relation, here's what the other thing I'm going to say. During the Venus retrograde, the relationship that will last are the ones that are strong already, right? So if it does not last, it's not meant to be, and that needs to be, you need to be okay with that. That's for everybody, but it's specific because she's asking about it.
And I just want to submit, I don't care how much we love someone. Love can be beautiful and exist, but it's not even up there at top of the list of what makes a relationship work. First, you've got to have trust, respect, honesty, communication. So yeah, love's probably, I was reading about this today, and love came in fifth. So trust, respect, honesty, and communication are probably more important than the feeling of love and what it motivates us to do. So yeah, and they will come up. Jai's right. Don't be looking for something new.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the card that you got. You got the Page of Cups. It's actually a cool card. Curiosity, enthusiasm, imagination is what, this deck calls it. But these are the koi fish, which is like, has very much like Chinese or even Japanese vibes kind of energy. And I don't know why that's coming through, but I feel like the yin and the yang is what the message that's coming through with this card for me personally. But, and that's about finding balance. And so I think the best way to deal with whatever shows up between you and Andrew is to always keep coming back to balance, to recognize like everything has a flow as well, and to stay curious and like enthusiastic about what's coming and how you guys can together like manifest new things. And the other card is the Water Bearer. You are the divine vessel which receives cosmic downloads. And this is about tapping into your sacred femininity. This is a beautiful card. And
that's Aquarian, right? The Water Bearer?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes,
Water Bearer?
yeah. Yeah, it is. It's I didn't even think about that. But yeah, and that energy of the water is the feminine that is held by the masculine. So actually that's a really awesome thing that you just said that, because now this two cards make sense. Why I'm seeing the yin and the yang, and why it's the Aquarian masculine energy holding the feminine. So I think you guys are going to be okay. I think you're going to be okay, but you really got to find that balance. Like let it flow between one and the other, hold each other in that sacred way. And like, don't try to be something you're not, and he shouldn't try to be something he's not. And that natural flow, if you guys are in that natural flow, it will work itself out, whatever shows up. But I do feel that both energies have to be in their like essence. The masculine has to be in his essence. The feminine has to be in his essence. In this case, for you guys, for this to really, truly like move through this retrograde and like get to the other side.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, because what I'm seeing in the cards that I pulled is a lot of intense feelings to both extremes, though. Like, so you've got foundationally, you have the Seven of Cups here in the Deviant Moon Tarot, which can be a lot of confused emotions, but also you've got the Hierophant, which is represents destiny and a lot of things being really a part of a divine order. In your foundation here, you have the star seed, which is really interesting. Like this could be maybe something very much destined. You've got the solar deity, which represents the sun. Okay, that is the sun card. But then you've also got the 5 of Pentacles, or in this case, the 5 of Crystals, which is a feeling of being pushed aside or left out in the cold, or not really getting back what you're giving. So there, and some of that is here also in the Deviant Moon Tarot. You've got the 9 of Wands. Again, there's almost like an equal parts deep, connected, divinely guided energy, but then a little bit of disappointment and frustration. And I don't know if it has to do with past traumas and wounds, but there's a need for balance here. You've got, like I was talking about the yin and yang, you've got the 2 of Pentacles here, right? God. That's kind of the same thing, the same message. And that's coming out front and center in this divine Deviant Moon Tarot, that there's the need to find a balance. There's too much there's too many highs and lows is what or potentially. And listen, it's only going to get exacerbated during this time with everything going up, the Venus retrograde, things coming up for review, but there's a need to find balance. You may need to step back a little bit and just kind of be very observant, right? Like take a step back from your feelings, observe what you're feeling and figure out why. And if it goes back to wounding, if it goes back to this person reminding you of someone else at times, feel into what's happening there, because there's definitely a point or a purpose to all of this, right? Lots of potential for sure, right? There's no denying it with these majors, but there's also a lot of messages and lessons and tests. This card is standing out to me, the Adept of Chalices. It's almost like, I see that big wave and I think of surfing. I grew up at the beach. I used to surf a lot. Like, this makes me think of needing to master handling your emotions, mastering your emotions. That's the whole point of this is, our emotions should not lead us. Our emotions should inform us, but they should never be the thing that leads us, our decision making, our anything, and I know that sounds kind of strange because I think we all are used to making decisions based on our emotions a lot of the time, especially in committed romantic relationships. And of course, that's always going to be a part of it. But I think there are a lot of other factors. It shouldn't be the leading thing. It needs to be up there with a lot of other decision-making factors. And as we grow, we learn to master that more and more, I think, and from a more mature place. And so I would say that's there's a lesson here in this time for you. So yeah, moving forward, yes. Sure, why not? But I think that test the energy and pay close attention to what you're being shown, because it feels like you're being shown more than just good things here. There's some janky stuff being shown to you. And one thing I'll never do again in my life in any relationship, I'll never again ignore red flags. I have had relationships where I've seen red flags from the start and chosen to push them to the back of my mind because, you care, you love someone, you make a good team, whatever. But you know what? Red flags will always come back to bite you. And, especially the boundaries are so important, guys. So yeah, I would say, Lindsay, there's a lot of potential here, but find the balance for yourself, and then take it forward. This is that card. It's the same thing that Jai was saying to me. It's coming out really strong, and this almost is just as important as any of those majors. That need to find
it feels
balance.
Like it, yeah.
Right?
Look at what you got at the bottom of the deck of this Oracle deck. It's the blue crab. Allowing new experiences into your life takes great strength. The little crab is standing in front of like this huge kind of doorway. But it's funny that you were talking about emotions and how the crab has that protective shield around it. And it's like, you're scared. Yeah, the fear. You're like, oh shit, that's a big door. Like, what's going to be on the other side? This little tiny crab is like, oh fuck, because it feels like it's too much, or you don't know, it's unknown. And so you protecting yourself so much. But what if you literally like took off the protection shield and just like literally like merged into the light of like whatever is inviting you into this? So like in a way totally dissolving the fears and just like merging into this like magic that is It's just on the other side, but there's definitely fear. And then with the astro dice, you got Uranus in the sign of Capricorn in the 12th house, which is a really, really weird ass combination because Uranus represents freedom, revolution, independence, your unique self. It's Aquarius energy. So the full moon in Aquarius, wherever that is in your chart, both of you guys, I would pay attention to that. This full moon is going to be important. That's coming up on Tuesday. So this is about like you like not going with the normal shit. Like this is going against the grain. That's what Uranus represents. But Capricorn is about keeping the rules. You know, it's very Saturn. It's like, these are the structures. And so there's something that like, there's a desire to be free, right? Uranus represents freedom. But then there's this like restriction of like, no, because these are the rules that you have to follow. And it could be the rules of like the universe, because the 12th house is the house of spirituality. It's the house of Pisces, of the divine. It is the universe, right? So it's kind of interesting that like, I think there's some freedom that is wanted right now. And there's a lot of like thinking about maybe the fears of like committing. That could be because like Uranus doesn't want, Uranus is not really like, oh, I'm going to commit, you know, like to like these rules. Like, no, it does whatever it wants. So I think either you or both of you are wanting freedom, but being afraid of committing because you love like your freedom and your independence so much. But the deeper answer is found within the spiritual connection. Like, is the connection like truly, you know, spiritual? And that will be your answer. Like, it doesn't matter because committing in that case is fine. You know what I mean? It's not going to like hurt you or cause you to like delay anything in your life, any magic in your life. So I think that's a big thing right now. I don't know. That's crazy. That just came up.
Yeah. I love it though.
She said yes. She's been saying a lot, but she said yes. He's been scared of committing. Ooh. The key is the heart.
Can I just say?
Yeah,
oops.
go.
Can I just say? I that makes sense. That makes sense based on everything we're seeing.
Yeah.
Because there's a deep connection there, but I can sense a lot of like confusion. Right. That's what the Seven of Cups is. It's emotional confusion. Oh. Which is just the opposite of the sun, the solar deity, right? It's conflicting energies. It totally makes sense, right?
Yeah, she said this was wild, you two. Y'all were so deep and spot on with things. I love it. Yeah, that's crazy. I really like the little crab picture. Anyways, I don't think we have anyone else on the list. So maybe we can share a little bit more. Is that it? That's it for now. I'll just remind everybody about our Lionsgate masterclass.
I feel like, wait, I just want to say, let's just talk for a minute, because for some reason I feel like someone's kind of wanting to get on the list. So
let's talk for a little bit.
If nobody else wants to, we're not trying to pressure, but if you're wanting and you're not really sure, we'll give you a minute to decide that you want to get on the list. But let us know in the chat so we don't hang out too long if you want to get a reading. Yes. But yeah, go ahead, Jai. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just going to remind everybody that like we are, for the next 24 hours, we brought the price of our Lionsgate masterclass back to the early bird discount of $88. The regular price is $111, and it's a class that's happening on August 8th. If you just came in and you're just not hearing about it, the link is below. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about manifesting, the law of attraction, the laws of the universe, how to work with energy, how to manipulate energy, how to basically learn about how the universe works so that you can work your magic like the Hermetic alchemist with the energy in your life and start to actually manifest versus feeling like you're not manifesting anything.
Precisely. It's going to be epic. I just want to say, it just hit me, and this is kind of a right turn. Well, I don't know who's left in the chat, but I want to talk about this, guys. So we haven't even touched on this, and it's a huge thing. And it happened, was it yesterday or the day before? Congress, for the first time in the history of Congress, had hearings. Did you guys, was anybody familiar with this? The hearings on the UFO whistleblowers within our government, within the Defense Department? I watched the entire thing. It was very interesting. I mean, because I think we've all known for a lot of us have just that if you've watched anything about it, that there was a lot being not talked about by our government and, you know, in certain areas. But I mean, that was history making, because, you know, finally some very, someone who had top secret security clearance up until last year, and literally used to report to the president, was coming out and saying, you know, we not only have crashes of alien craft, there were non-human biological entities within those crafts piloting them that we have bodies of, that you know, I think, you know, the question and the making people into kooks that report these things, now that there's a paradigm shift that's going to happen because of this, because it's all being on the cusp of disclosure, right, full disclosure,
it's so funny
or some
to me
level of
because
disclosure.
I've always known that, so this is going to be a huge this is going to be like a huge shift for people who like never believed in it, like my brother.
A consciousness shift. It's going to be a huge shift in consciousness. For us, it's just going to be like, well, yeah.
I know, like, a lot of people that are like,
it's a
whatever.
big moment.
Yeah, but no, I'm like,
right. But it is
no,
a big moment.
It is a big moment.
Like you said, people that kind of act like, oh, ha ha ha, yeah, tinfoil hat. No, not so much. And
then now I mean, all the stories about the abductions and shit that people have been telling for years and years. Like, wait,
and it was just, I love the matter of factness with which David Grush said when they asked him, like, so is there a cover up going on? He said, a decades long cover up. This isn't new. This has been going on for decades, back to the 1930s. You know, before that apparently not, but like he said, you know, verifiable decades long cover ups within the highest levels of government that don't even report to, you know, our elected officials. So I mean, we're talking, you know, the defense, the most secret levels of our defense department, and understandably that there are national security issues involved with disclosing things like this. But listen, I think that it's important, like Jai just said, for the people who didn't understand, didn't get it, they need to have that understanding. Like, you're living in a hole, practically.
Things are happening, you know?
Things are happening, right. Things are happening, and it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah.
But like you said, for us, it's just kind of like, well, yeah, like, duh.
I know,
like,
it's really weird for you, like, okay. But you're right.
Yeah.
I got to remember. Yeah, it's a huge deal. So
it's big. It's really big.
Awesome.
I mean, Congress would never have held hearings like this before. Like,
no.
Just the fact that they're talking about it, and you could tell by the questions they asked and the things that the actual Congress people on this committee, on the the oversight committee, they were like, they know it's real. They know this is a serious, real thing now. They're not questioning that at all. They're like, okay, we need more transparency. We need to get to the bottom of what's going on that we're not being told about. And so I think that's a good step. It's a good step.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, cool. Right. I think that's it for tonight.
Okay.
So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. Please check out our Lionsgate Masterclass. And is there anything else you want to say?
No, but I think that was why I was like, let's wait a minute, because I felt like maybe it wasn't somebody getting a reading. I wanted to mention that. I just thought that was such an interesting thing that happened this week, and very unexpected.
Wild. It is wild. Yeah. So a lot of things are changing. A lot of crazy things are going on. It's really, we just need to just stay up with ourselves and keep clearing whatever is not yours. That's all, you know, keep letting go of whatever doesn't
Amen.
help you. Yeah. All right. Thank you again.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you guys next time. Sat Nam.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jai.
Thank you.